Hey everyone, so this is my review of Legion, Season 2, Episode 3, called Chapter 11. And essentially what this episode is about is that David goes on the quest through the Division 3 facility to try and track down this monk. And this was a really, really interesting episode that had a lot of really great sort of independent moments in there. And it was just really, really fun to sort of watch and see as more of the truth sort of got out there about what's going on. And I really, really enjoyed the chunks with David sort of going to each of the main characters to sort of find a way to get into their mind and sort of free them from this chattering disease. And it was interesting to see what was revealed once he did, that they're trapped inside their own minds, but they're trapped inside their own minds doing the one thing that they wish they could do the most. So, like, there was the ability to forget and then the ability to control were like the two sort of main ones that were played with. And it was especially fun to see how David dealt with those situations, especially when it came to Melanie's mind and her being the one who wanted to control. And sort of it was like a choose your own adventure game that David had to play through to be able to get to Melanie. And then the truth and everything around the monk was just amazing in my mind, with it sort of being revealed that the Shadow King isn't actually the one causing the chattering disease, it's actually the monk. And that was just really interesting to see sort of how they played off the monk with how he infected people as well as what he did with the children who couldn't be infected, and just all that was interesting to see. And then I especially loved when they did do the one scene with it sort of showing what actually happened to all the other monks, with each of them being sort of like infected and driven mad in their own ways because of the fact of them protecting this body of the Shadow King. And then just watching like that whole history around what all happened there was just amazing in my mind to see. Then it was really fun in the scene where David goes and confronts Farouk again, that he sort of discovers the truth about the monk and sort of figures out a way to sort of reach out to the monk and sort of open up a dialogue between the two of them. And with that, it was fun to see sort of Lenny coming back and sort of asking David for help, and then actually in the background was especially my favorite things with because David was ignoring Lenny and sort of talking with Farouk, while in the foreground we're seeing David and Farouk talking back and forth. We can see Lenny attempting to kill herself in several different ways in the background, and that was just really, really kind of fun in my mind. And then the actual like part that really interested me was David sort of getting those little glimpses from the future version of Sid, where she was just slowly spelling out a word, and then it being revealed by the end that that word was hurry. So that I'm very interested to see what might happen there, and if like little glimpses like that will continue on in the future. Then I am so excited to see what's going to happen in the next episode based on what the preview shows, which is that it's going to be like a whole episode revolving around David living through Sid's past memories and sort of all that stuff, which I'm so excited to see them go further into what Sid's past was sort of like and all this different stuff. I'm just really interested and excited to see what they're going to do there, because it's always been something that I've been very curious about, sort of like what Sid's life was like growing up. And just, yeah, this was a really, really amazing and great episode in my mind that I just enjoyed so much seeing, because it, in my opinion, did a lot with a very little sort of plot to it. There wasn't a whole bunch of like events going on. It was just like a long sort of one event going on that was just really, really interesting in my mind how well they did that. And I'm just, like I said, so excited to see what they're going to do in the next episode with Sid. And just, yeah, that's my review of Legion, Season 2, Episode 3, called Chapter 11. So, yeah. Bye!